School jokes. It was the kindergarten teacher's birthday and the students decided that they would each buy their teacher a gift. The first student, whose parents own a florist shop, gave her a present. She held it and said, "I guess that it is flowers." "How did you guess?" asked the little boy. She laughed and thanked him. The second student, whose parents own a candy store, gave her a present. She held it and said, "I guess that is some candy." "How did you guess?" asked the little boy. She again laughed and thanked him also. The third student, whose parents own a bottle shop, gave her a box which was leaking. The teacher touched the liquid with her finger and tasted it. Is it wine?" she asked. "No," said the little girl. So she tasted it again. "Is it champagne?" she asked. "No," replied the little girl, "it's a puppy." Cop jokes. A middle-aged woman was driving through a school zone when a policeman pulled her over for speeding. As he was giving her the ticket, she said, €1 how come I always get a ticket and everyone else gets a warning? Is it my face €1 no. Ma euro trademark €1 explained the officer, €1 trademark s your foot €1. Alcohol jokes. The local district judge had given the defendant a lecture on the evils of drink. But in view of the fact that this was the first time the man had been drunk and incapable, the case was dismissed on payment of 10 shillings costs. "Now don't let me ever see your face again," said the justice sternly as the defendant turned to go. "I'm afraid I can't promise that, sir," said the released man. "And why not?" "Because I'm the barman at your regular pub." Animal jokes. This guy sees a sign in front of a house, "Talking dog for sale." He rings the bell and the owner tells him the dog is in the backyard. The guy goes into the backyard and sees a black mutt just sitting there. "You talk?" he asks. "Yep." The mutt replies. "So, what's your story?" The mutt looks up and says, "Well, I discovered this gift pretty young and I wanted to help the government, so I told the CIA about my gift, and in no time they had me jetting from country to country, sitting in rooms with spies and world leaders, because no one figured a dog would be eavesdropping. I was one of their most valuable spies 8 years running. The jetting around really tired me out, and I knew I wasn't getting any younger and I wanted to settle down. So I signed up for a job at the airport to do some undercover security work, mostly wandering near suspicious characters and listening in. I uncovered some incredible dealings there and was awarded a batch of medals. Had a wife, a mess of puppies, and now I'm just retired." The guy is amazed. He goes back in and asks the owner what he wants for the dog. The owner says, $10. The guy says, "This dog is amazing. Why on earth are you selling him so cheap?" The owner replies, "He's such a liar. He didn't do any of that stuff." Black humor jokes. Who's the most famous Jewish cook in history? Hitler. Dirty jokes. He came into my room late at night. He sat over my body, he sucked, swallowed, and he left. It was terrible. It was a bloody mosquito. IT jokes. Why did the boy mouse like the girl mouse? They just seemed to click. Marriage jokes. How did Barack propose to Michelle? He got on one knee, pulled out a ring, and said, "I don't wanna be Obama self." Dirty jokes. A guy orders spaghetti in a restaurant. In the middle of eating he finds a hair in his food. He says to the waiter, "I'm not paying for this dirty meal," and walks out. The waiter watches the guy go into a whorehouse. The waiter waits About 10 minutes, bursts through the door and finds the guy with his face buried in PSY. The waiter says, "You eat PSY and complain about one hair in your spaghetti." The man replies, "Yeah, and if I find any spaghetti in this PSY, I'm not paying for it either." Dirty jokes. Q. What do a priest and a Christmas tree have in common? A. They both have balls. Just for decoration.